What's up, guys? Alright, I'm back. I'm finally back. With the wedding, with finals, with everything. I haven't been able to upload as much as I want, but we're back, and we should be back to our normal schedule, so thank you for bearing with me. Not a dead YouTube channel. Quite yet. I'm going to make a simple video today. We're going to get back in the swing of things. I'm going to make the first video, I'm sure of many, on Avengers ENDGAME. Side notes, this is just my opinion. Please do not crucify me in the comments. Please do not talk about how my mother is unmentionable words. Let's just relax, realize it's a movie, and go from there. If you haven't figured it out, spoilers, 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 spoilers. You've been warned. Okay. Iron Man dies. Okay. If I ruined that for you, you had plenty of opportunities to get out here. I no longer feel bad. Okay. I'm going to try and keep the video down, but I was originally going to do a review from my viewpoint of every single character, and that's a long video, and I can't be asked, and we can talk about it later. We can talk about different aspects of that, but that's looking at like a 40-minute video. So, things that worked for me. This movie has moments. Awesome moments. Avengers Assemble, obviously. My favorite moment involves two of my favorite characters to this entire universe. Captain America and Thor. That moment where Cap gets the hammer and he's just whacking Thanos with it. And Thor just goes, I knew it. And it's a great callback to the Avengers Age of Ultron. It's such a freaking cool moment. Just goosebumps. And then there's that scene where Thanos gets his army and he finally, all of them behind him, and he's just kind of you kind of feel dread. This movie plays emotions well. It really does. I was surprised because I've been removed somewhat for how well this movie got me. That moment where Cap just stands up and he's just like, alright, we're doing this now. That's perfect Captain America moment right there. Cap is great in this movie, and if we are really saying goodbye to Steve for good, alright, that's fine. Sorry, just 8, that wasn't me about 12 up, I promise. What else works? I really like the montage of women running, when Spider-Man says, how's she gonna get it there? And then step back up. That was a cool moment. I appreciated that too. I'm sure there's people in the comments and people in the world who are like, I can't be asked to talk about that. What else worked for me? A lot of this movie worked for me. I would say, letter grade, B+, A-. I liked it better than Infinity War. I didn't like Infinity War, honestly. I would say C-, D+. I really liked this one. And no, it's not just because the bad guys won and that one the good guys win in this one. This one had more stakes. This one had more feel. This one had more... It wasn't... There's something to be said for the entree of the meal. When you order an appetizer, you don't go to the restaurant for the appetizer. Look at it like that. Infinity War is the appetizer. Endgame is the dinner. Which one filled you up? That's how I feel. That's a freaking perfect analogy there. I'm sorry. I'm proud of that one. This movie filled me up with everything I needed. Locations. Scarlett Johansson's great in this movie. I love what they did with Black Widow on her way out. Hawkeye's great in this movie. I love what they did with him. I'm going to keep weirdly going back and forth between names. Bruce Banner or Hulk, whatever. He was great in this movie. Iron Man was great in this movie. Cap was great in this movie, as previously said. Falcon was great in this movie. Winter Soldier. I'm sorry, I could go through the real names, but then people aren't going to remember. I'm sorry. It's always a debate I go through. We're going with superhero names. Spider-Man was great as usual. Nebula was great. Yeah, most of the cast is great, and I'll point out the ones I really didn't like, or the moments I didn't like. But overall, pretty good. Was surprised with how much I actually liked it. I am going to see it again, so I may do an after-second review. So look out for that, maybe. I don't know. I may not. We'll see how drastically my opinions change. Now for the meat of the sandwich. The things I didn't like. Fat Thor. Why? Here's my problem. I don't have a problem that you made him fat. I really don't. It's what it symbolizes. We already went through this with him. Ragnarok was supposed to have solved this for him. So why we went back and played the exact same storyline, almost note for note, fight me in the comments, I don't understand, and it really annoys me. I'm glad he survived, kind of, but it really, really annoys me that I don't have a problem with him giving up leadership of Asgard to Valkyrie. I don't. I don't have a problem with the role he played in the battles, because he was still one of the most powerful Avengers. But the whining, the moping, with the mom, that makes sense. Everything else, no. Didn't like it. To me, I would have rather seen a Thor that was just more like the beginning, just completely demoralized. I would have rather seen him cut Thanos' head off like he did and been like, well, that didn't do it for me. It didn't bring my mom, my dad, my brother, my hammer. I didn't bring any of it back. So, yeah, I'm just feel kind of numb, man. And now he's going to be in the Guardians movies, and I'll get to them. But, yeah, it just didn't do it for me. Chris Hemsworth played it well, but I'm disappointed in the writing. Honestly. I get that he is coping with things. I get that he's trying. This is him being... I don't know. What... If you know in the comments, please tell me, and I'm gonna roll my eyes, and we can chat in the comments about it, but I'm not a fan. And I love Thor. He's one of my favorite characters, and before you say, oh, well, it's only what Taika Waititi did with him. No, I've loved Thor since the first Thor. A lot of people consider Thor bottom tier Marvel. I enjoy Thor. I've always enjoyed Thor. You know, whether that's me just thinking his powers are cool, or this or that. Yeah, no. Things that didn't work for me. Volume 2, ironically, the Guardians of the Galaxy did not work for me. Barring Groot and Rocket. That absolutely worked for me. Was fine with it, was cool with it, thought it worked really well, was super happy with it. The rest, nah, it didn't work for me. Did Drax even get a line of dialogue in this movie? This movie was actually kind of funny, but they toned down the jokes. You're welcome. I did that for you guys. You're welcome. Merry Christmas from Sean. I've retired Conor McGregor, and I've gotten Marvel to lay off on the jokes. You're welcome, world. That was all me. Now, Drax, you had jokes in this movie. You even had the one person he wanted to kill the entire time, and you didn't do anything. Okay, whatever. It doesn't make it an F for me, it just annoys me. Gamora and Star-Lord. You could hear the sigh. You know why the sigh. Why? I will admit, I need to see this again. I do. I don't remember where Gamora ended up. I think she stayed on Earth. If she did, why? Why are we undoing her thing with Star-Lord? It actually worked. And we just had a movie where it was tested, where he actually shot her. Yes, it was Bubbles, but he actually shot her. I know it's not the same timeline Gamora, and if this is just for her to fall in love with him again, I will fight you. Why do we have to rehash this freaking storyline? If not, and they're just separated, that just makes me sad. Why do you just want to make me sad? It actually worked. It gave the characters dynamics. It actually made sense. It was one of the most important plot points of the first Guardians movie. He was found a way to love again after the death of his mother. Why would you take that away? Narratively, it makes sense. People get so upset with me when I say my opinions about these Marvel movies. And honestly, it's because narratively, sometimes they do stuff like this, and it upsets me, and I'm unhappy, and I want to fucking fight you about it. But no, it didn't work for me. No, honestly. Either way, I'm unhappy about it. Why? Why do we have to rehash it? Or why do we not have to? You were changing so much. You didn't have to change this. I know it's a different Gamora. I know. Please don't tell me in the comments. But just have her have an inkling of him. Don't in their first scene, on screen, have her kick her. Oh, that was a callback to the first one, wasn't it? Oh, fair enough. Still. No, didn't work for me. Opinion's still the same. What else didn't work? Thanos. Thanos did not work for me in this movie. Thanos had character depth. He had real emotions. And when he won in Infinity War, you could arguably agree that he deserved to win. I'm not saying what he wanted was right. I'm not saying he's intelligent. I'm not saying he's my favorite Marvel villain. Honestly, he's a little bit better than mediocre now. This movie ruined Thanos. For me. He was a one note, I'm going to destroy the world because I'm going to destroy the world. And I get it. It's a huge movie. There's so many characters. But guess what? That doesn't give you a pass. If you drive your car poorly and you wreck and you get a car accident, you still drove your car poorly. You chose to you were driving poorly, whether it was lack of education for vehicle safety, whether it was you were intoxicated, no matter what. It was your doing that did it. If you have a movie like this, you're responsible for all those characters. I don't care. I'm not giving you a pass. Thanos, Thor, and the Guardians are really, really what takes it back. And the pacing in this movie I thought was decent. The color palette I thought was pretty decent. Nothing to complain about, nothing to write home about. Captain Marvel, I'm never really gonna love. I understand we're doing this thing with her, but I just think Brie Larson is, unfortunately, just unlikable. And I don't disagree with her opinion on A Wrinkle in Time. I don't think you can be an exclusive. I don't think you can exclude people and work for Disney. That doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah, nah, fam. It's getting pretty long, so I'm gonna try and wrap it up. I'm sure there will be more movies, more movies, which, John Wick 3 coming out soon. I will review that for this channel, because I am almost more excited about that than I was for this. More movie reviews coming, more thoughts on Avengers Endgame. I'm sorry if this is kind of droned on, or something else has had my attention. I've been playing with an arrow the entire time. But I'm trying to get back into the vibe of making more videos and putting them up on YouTube. Just with everything, I've been, super tired, but promise, guys, didn't forget about this. We're still going to work on this channel. We're still on the push for, let's not say it. We're going to make this channel grow. Alright, so, in closing, for the final time, any thoughts you had on this movie, put it in the comments. Any questions of my thoughts in this movie, put them in the comments. If you want to tell me that you like my hoodie and you want to know where to get it, put it in the comments. If you want to tell me that I'm super annoying and you wish my mother had killed me, maybe don't put that in the comments. You can direct message me. I don't want you to get kicked off YouTube. So, yeah. And if you really, really, really like this video, give it a like. If you really, 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 really like this video and you want to see more content like this, subscribe, and I will see you all very soon.